Well, good morning. Here on July 15th, it's about 9:40 and the temperature's about 75 degrees. And I'm here in Craig, Colorado, and I'm starting day one of my 9-day motorcycle ride. I just came into Murdoch's here to pick up a couple of these extra Titan straps. I actually had one break on me the other day, so I thought I'd better get a couple extras when I head out. And they work out pretty good. So I got a couple of the Titan straps and a couple twisty wire cables in case I need to do anything else on the motorbike. Anyways, we're taking the Suzuki DE800 out on a ride, and we're gonna head toward Rock Springs, Wyoming now. So anyways, just to give you a road report, we're just getting started here. 2 days after the Trump assassination attempt, and we're glad he's okay. So anyways, we'll catch you later. Take care. Well, we're off from Craig, Colorado, heading north. We're going to be hitting Baggs, Wyoming, and going on up to Highway 80, but screwing around with the GoPro. Well guys, I'm up here on Highway 191 between Pinedale and Alpine Junction in Wyoming, and it's about 4:30 on day one here, July 15th. This is the Hobart River, and you know, I go by this river every so often, and I just really don't get the chance to stop and admire it, so I thought I'd pull over and let you guys see it. But if you're ever coming up this way, you know, you're kind of on your way to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, or headed over toward Idaho, Alpine Junction, what have you. This is just a beautiful river to see. It's just an ankle deep across, but you know you're in Wyoming when you can see all the water across the river, how clear it is. This alone is worth it to me just to come up here and see this. Okay, we're just here in the little parking lot. I got to strap down my helmet. I forgot to do that. And we're gonna head on north on 191. We're about 36 miles from our area where we got to start looking for the campground. The camp for the night. We'll be done. So here we go. Look left, look right, and go. Well, we're coming up to our campground here, a couple miles up the road. We camped here before, a long time ago. We were doing the Continental Pride ride. And just a nice campground. I'm hoping it's not full. I like it. Here it's about 8 o'clock and got the water cooking for the chili mac tonight. I found a camp spot finally. It's just along Alpine Lake here that goes on down to the boat ramp. There's a little campground here with probably 10 spots, and that's about it. And there's 2 or 3 tents right here, so I think I found the right one. There's really not a whole lot to see here. Well, this is the little town of Springdale here. Take a right here and see where we go from there. This is exactly what I come up here for. Wish I had the ability to see some of this stuff. Little town of Springdale. This is life here. You know, I stayed in Spokane last night on 395. They call it the Beacon Highway, I think. Not for me. Stayed at the Howard Johnson Hotel. It was okay, but I'll tell you, around there was not life for me. I went into a Jack in the Box. Probably be the last time I ever eat at a fast food place. At least pretty darn sure of that. And it was just a bad crowd in there. Obnoxious people. The whole floor was dirty tables. I mean, when I worked in a fast food place, which was McDonald's back then, we really practiced cleanliness. Well, I'm just riding along on 20 here, and the Columbia is just off to my left, and I'm going to be following this river a ways. And here, pretty quick, I'm going to be intercepting the Roosevelt Bridge of the Columbia River. And this is one of the highlights of my trip, is being able to cross this river on the bridge. I've seen it many times on YouTube, but here I am actually experiencing it on the bike. It is really pretty cool. I didn't have any external audio because I just had a lot of interference noise coming through the GoPro at the time, so I had to silence it. Yeah, walking out on the river, Columbia, from China Loop. How deep does it get? I'm kind of looking for fish down there. I don't see any. Nothing coming out. Yeah, it gets deep pretty quick there. Yeah. Just shooting pictures from over there earlier with the DSLR camera. Okay. We're just down here on the bank of China Grove boat launch, and this is an ideal spot to shoot a little video here of the Columbia. This is going to be your best shot, I think, today off of the DSLR. I'm using 18mm right now and just panning across for you. Well, we're here in Northport, Washington, along the Columbia. And I'm about ready for a nice soda pop or a slushy or something. It's just hotter than all get out here. 91 on the motorcycle thermometer. I'm guessing it's pretty close to 100. I don't know how accurate that thermometer is on the bike. Well, I'm up here at the Canadian border, and I am ready to head on back to Washington. I'm at the border here. I'm going to head on back to Northport. Not really much to see here. That's far north I'm going. One last look at the Columbia River. It's really what I come up for. Such a gorgeous scene here. Looking off to my right on the bike on the 800 and heading on back to Kettle Falls, Washington. Back to camp. This is called Nile Lake. Beautiful with lily pads. These type of places is where it's so peaceful. Let me pan that out. It's just a beautiful lake here in Washington. I think I'm still in Washington. Wow, this is just, I'd like to camp by one of these sometime. I haven't done that yet. I don't know. Something about lily pads in a lake up here in the high country just really makes a difference. Well, I'm back on the road here, folks, and I just showed you the Niles Lake video with the lily pad pond, and I'm not quite sure. I took that with my phone, so I really don't have that organized with my regular tracks on the bike. So it's somewheres here riding along Highway 20 headed east toward Tiger, Washington. And that's the fork that's going to go ahead and take you down to Newport, Washington, where the Idaho border is. But all of this country, yeah, I mean, this is some of the best riding. It actually is the best riding in eastern Washington. And I would consider it probably one of the golden roads of motorcycle riding if it's on the Butler maps. So you're going to see there's a lot of timber up here. There's a lot of spruce trees. There's a lot of marsh. In all this country, it's all very similar as you drop on down to Newport and then go on through Sandpoint, Idaho, heading on over to Montana. But in this video itself, I really didn't get a chance to capture the Sandpoint area or anything like that. I just really didn't have the time. So today, my destination is Missoula, Montana. I'm going to be riding all day on these roads to get there. And I'm really looking forward to the hotel tonight and getting a nice shower and also sleeping in a bed and checking out the television set. But as you can see here, I'm just riding along with these clips. And you can see the twisties, or the curves on the highway. That's what we motorcycle riders call this stuff, twisties, I guess. But the curves and the roads are just in great shape. And this is just probably coming into mid-morning here that I'm riding. And it's just been a great trip. But you might ask me what the difference is between riding a motorcycle and a car vacation. Well, on the bike, you absorb all these scenes, you absorb all the curves and everything around you. It's just a great thing to do. Well guys, we're parked along the Panda O'Reilly River that runs along Highway 20 here. I guess it's a pretty good sized river as well. So, thought I'd give you a quick look at it here. We're traveling along, heading to Newport, I guess. We'll be there in a little while. Well, good evening. You're on day 7. I finally made it down here to Island Park to the Box Canyon campground where the Henry's Fork of the Snake River runs through. This is one of the most gorgeous rivers that I have ever toured on a motorcycle, is this river right here, as far as in Idaho. And it's such a great place to come because I don't live that far really over in Hayden there. I can come up here. But this is the river, and I've never been to the Box River campground before, so I hiked about a mile down the trail here to where I could actually get down the canyon of the river itself to where I could photograph all this. But man, wait till I show you some of the stuff here. Amazing. I don't have my fishing pole, but I could come up here and go on a fishing trip. This place is loaded with fun. It is a place to come up and grab your head, think things out, and that's what I'm doing up here. I just kind of my thinking retreat on day 7. I wanted to spend a couple days up here, and I couldn't have found a better place to have at it. So let me show you the river here on the GoPro, okay? Sun's gonna go down for too long, so I gotta hike my butt back to camp here. But I'm glad I was able to get down here and get this photo assignment done here on this river right here this evening. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at this, check this out. I'll give you a whole 360. And you can look up the hill that I came down here. So this is it, video and photography. spend a lot of time at it just as a hobby and just as a relief of stress. There's that little yellow, I don't know if to call that a flower or a weed, but it's pretty to me. And there's looking up the river. Now how is that? That's pretty nice, isn't it? Now, I'm saying it's about 80 degrees out. It's just going to be perfect camping out tonight. So anyways, guys, I'm going to hike up the hill here and get back on my trailhead and get back to camp. But we'll have a lot of fun tomorrow with the cameras here on the Henry's Fork of the Snake River. A little bit late cooking tonight. I went down the river and took my camera gear down there and got down to the bottom of the river, to the bottom of the draw, and coming back up I tripped, planted my legs into the rocks, and the cameras kind of went flying. So luckily everything survived except for the GoPro cover lens, which I just had to replace and put a new one on. I do carry extras and I'm down to my last now, so I had to put a new lens cover on this GoPro here. That one was just shattered. So I got some bruised up leg. You know, I haven't busted my ass in quite a while. It's been a long time as far as on 2 feet, probably a few years. But anyways, I was going up, and with these motorcycle boots I just tripped, and I learned a lesson. I'm going to carry my stuff, at least my 35mm camera. I'm going to carry that in a protected bag tomorrow when we go on our hike to the falls. Well, I suppose we're all set to go on the bike here. Everything's tied down and good to go. Got all our cameras. We're set. Take a look back. Nothing there. Okay. Well, this is Box Canyon Campground. I'm just going through now. And we're just going to be rolling it back to Hayden on the highways. Nice place to stay. I stayed in space number 14. Nice. A lot of shade all day long, right along the river. So anyway, day 10, July 24th. 2024. Island Park area. Leaving the campground. It was a nice time. I had a great time there. Campground's not all that bad. I prefer it over the boondocking resort. All the facilities are right there. Why should I struggle to find stuff? Water, restroom, all that. I've been there, done all that over the years. Well, folks, I'm about to hit the Colorado state border here, heading to my final destination of Hayden, Colorado. Just love the sunset here, looking at the orange colors on the side of the road. Man, what a motorcycle trip this makes. So I want to thank you all for watching the video, and really appreciate it. So I'd like to say see you later. Take care for the rest of the year. We'll see you in 2025. Bye-bye.